Hey everyone, Diana here with your technique tip of the day, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about safe rotation of the spine. And like the other movements of the spine, it's important to understand its structure so that you can in fact move safely into these different directions. When it comes to the spine, your lumbar spine is designed to support all the weight of the torso up above. And therefore the vertebrae are very large, but they're not very mobile. When we move into the thoracic spine or the mid-spine, where the ribs attach, that's designed a little bit more for mobility, twisting the torso side to side. And then when we move into the cervical spine, lots of rotation there. The vertebrae are very small, designed so that we can look to the left, to the right. So when we're going into a twisting posture, be it on your yoga mat or otherwise, we want to make sure that the twist originates at about the level of the navel and travels up the spine. Your lumbar spine only has about 12 degrees of rotation available to it, and we don't want to push or force that. We also want to make sure that to begin with, we have natural curves in the spine, that we're not slouching, we're not slumping, nor are we removing the natural curves out of the spine before we twist. Okay, so I'm sitting up nice and tall. I've got the natural curves of my spine. I'm going to take one hand behind me to support that upright posture. The other hand is going to come across lightly, and then I'm going to pull the navel in and let the twist originate from that level of the spine as I rotate my torso and my head to the side. Now I'm going to stop a few degrees shy of my full range of motion so that I'm not applying too much force on the discs between the spine. And this is where you can safely come into rotation while still strengthening your abdominal muscles and stretching your abdominal muscles and improving your posture. Now, one more thing you want to take into consideration, and that is the force of gravity that's already being applied to the spine before you go into your rotation. So if you missed last week's video on safe flexion of the spine, go back and review that because those same rules apply to rotation. Rotating in the horizontal plane is going to have the least force of gravity applied and potentially the safest, followed by standing twists, followed by seated twists being the ones that have the most gravitational force in addition to the force that you're applying in the rotation. That's your tip for the day, and enjoy.